Welcome to episode 28 of the MMI podcast. I'm me, joined as always by myself.
As always, remember that.
Yes,
Because
remember, as always,
guess who's not joining us?
I isn't joining us this time, which
He
is
joined
sort
us in
of
the first.
which
He joined
is
us in
sort of
the first
ironic.
episode, but
Uh,
yeah, we had this episode on backlog for a while. We were gonna
yeah,
record
we
this,
have.
because as of recording, this is the day we're recording it the same day like we used to do.
Yeah,
No, most of the time it's like we record during the weekend, do on Friday, or like the old style of recording we used to
record it the day before, then release it the day after. So
yeah.
we're recording a bit late for this one, but this is as you probably know from the title, this is a 1 year anniversary,
Yeah, and
which is
we're not gonna put anything in the background or
now.
anything, because like the first episode had like a bunch of editing errors. I don't know what went wrong, but yeah, the editor messed up, and
So this one's
um,
just gonna be just straight recording right up to the channel.
yep. Because I don't think we have time to edit this.
Yeah, we
It's
don't.
like we're gonna like right after
Right after
probably
this is
when
done
you're watching
recording
this,
and it's sent off, we probably would
you're
have had
probably
it
listening.
recorded like a couple hours beforehand, like even an
Yeah,
hour
you're
beforehand.
hearing our fresh voices. It's like
Yeah. So
it's
without
like
any further ado, let's begin this with a recap of the previous 27 episodes.
it is obviously episode 28.
Yeah,
The first episode,
was just
uh,
me and myself.
talking about top 10 games. It was like it was
Yeah,
supposed to be like kind of an ironic video, like a satire video. You know, it's like
yeah. It's like, oh, look at these top 10 games.
oh, but you took it so seriously. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
Then again, we were complete amateurs at that point.
amateurs? No, what do you mean amateurs? It's our first episode. We're newbies.
Yeah.
Wait,
So, episode 2 was one of the only episodes I had mix on it, if I remember correctly.
the first, and that's our most viewed episode for some reason.
Of course it is.
It was, I think it was, if I remember pet peeves and stuff, it was bad experiences and stuff. But
Yeah, I think it was that.
I have an alternate version of that where we just like messed up the recording. But yeah,
Yeah.
we had to record that a bunch of times because like mix kept messing up or something.
Yeah. So there's a
Uh,
lot of stuff that went on that episode.
it was like, but yeah, next episode.
Episode 3A had I on it.
It was the interview episode, I think.
No, it wasn't. It
Yeah.
was
No, it was yeah, it
Q&A.
was fan questions.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was an interview because we are being interviewed technically. Which
technically, yes. So
I
we
think the
had
only
planned.
reason you go
I think since we had I on that episode, we had planned to do an episode 3B where we
was
had
mixed.
where we had Mix, but Mix never showed up, so we could never do the 3B.
But there was a 3B in existence, but it was like badly recorded, so I decided not to.
Yeah,
I We didn't have a big fan base. We had like probably 10 subscribers. Like our fan base was small. So I don't know why. I think the reason we did it is because like we had no ideas. Like
yeah, we had no ideas,
we
so
were like, oh yeah, let's just ask random people, and then one of Doom's mods, I think.
yeah, it was one of Doom's mods, and if you don't know by now, we've done an interview or two with Doom.
Yeah,
Definitely go
yeah,
check her
that's
out.
why I name dropped Doom. So
Yeah,
I
one
mean,
of her mods gave us a bunch of questions that we answered, and then
we were like
episode
rushing to get we were
yeah,
rushing to get questions. So, like
yes, very much Russian.
Yeah, these episodes were all done in like we did 4 episodes in like less than a month, so less than probably like a week. Cause first
Yeah,
episode was 23rd, and then we had episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was the fourth episode was our Halloween special, which we should probably talk about now.
yes, exactly. It was just
That
the
was that
Halloween
was a
special.
pretty
All it was just me reading a creepypasta.
yeah. We were gonna animate that, like I was gonna animate it. I still have the storyboards, but it just fell through. But
We that never got around to being done.
it was basically gonna be like a simple one. It's like basically the idea was maybe I'll put it on Twitter or something, maybe. But it's basically the three of us sitting at the desk, right? And there's like we're just talking, and then it's gonna have like because me turns into a train theoretically. He was
Yep,
gonna the animation
theoretically.
was gonna
Go
yeah, but yeah, that was like the ending of that one kind of confused some people. It's like, did he leave? Did he not? No, he just left to go.
Yeah, I had
But he just left, went out with a bang. And he's like, you know
yeah.
what?
For some context behind well my leave, the reason why I left is because we were running a bit past than what I had anticipated, and I had something that I needed to do at that time. So I absolutely had to go, and there was only really that way to go to make an exit, so to
The
speak.
episode is gonna go a bit longer, but
It was, but it was a bit of miss time management that just led to it
it's
being
like
cut a little bit short.
we were gonna get I on that episode, but like we're not gonna try to blame I on. We're not gonna blame I for anything, but we were gonna get him on, but like he's like, I last minute he like I can't come, so we had to just record it then.
Yeah. So now episode 5. And I think it was this episode where my old headset that I used for like the first 9 episodes started to break.
But wait, something else about 3A is I mean not 3A, but episode 4 was uh I wasn't paying attention at all to creepypasta. So yeah, that's
And
where my reaction comes from. So I
that's
was
completely
barely paying.
alright.
No,
I'm
I'm just saying that's like a fun fact. It's like behind the scenes.
yeah,
Myself doesn't pay attention to episodes. I mean, I do.
and that's totally understandable. I made lots of errors
No,
while reading
that's
it.
not why. I just got bored. I was like,
Yeah,
but yeah, episode 5 time.
yeah what was the
Uh,
episode?
Episode 5 is the mix was on it, I think, and it was like about school. I was talking about school and something.
Oh yeah, I think it might have been the school episode. Yeah, it's hard to remember most of these episodes when well, I don't want to
It's
say
like
we've done so
we
many,
most
but
of the
well,
time we don't rewatch them. It's just one and done.
yeah, we don't really rewatch it. Plus these were all recorded quite a while ago, and a lot of stuff has interfered in slash taken priority over remembering these episodes. So we're sorry about that.
It's like oh we have to. It's like is that a priority? Oh yeah, we have to remember episodes because like you're like oh yeah something took in and then
Yeah,
like but yeah, these episodes we used to record them. We used to upload them. I used to edit them really quickly and then just upload them. But
as we will talk about later, things have changed.
yeah, but most of the time we just take the episode. Yeah, I'm really gonna talk about that with like the other stuff.
Yeah,
Episodes episode 6 was me rambling about something, and you guys were like, me was making train puns, and then
Ah,
Mix and
yes, the
I
pun
were like,
episode.
yeah, it was like, uh,
I don't
our,
mean for an intentional pun, but that episode was a legitimate train wreck of an episode.
cause like, cause like that's like an episode where like we started to have like Mix on regularly, then it just faded away.
Yeah, nothing
But
really
yeah,
to add on to that. So episode.
imagine this is what happens to Aya. We just like never hear from him again. Cause we tried to record this episode for 4 days straight since like
Yeah,
Wednesday. Today's Saturday for those wondering, because YouTube doesn't put the day it gets uploaded. Like
yeah. This
it only
is gonna
puts.
this is gonna be recorded and uploaded on Saturday the 23rd. We wanted to we planned to try and record this on Wednesday the 20th, but
I don't know.
I couldn't come on for any of the days, and then as we were
We
about
we
to record yesterday, I I
I
gave
last
myself
minute told
FOMO.
us he was on vacation.
Yeah,
No, not
told it.
vacation, but
I
yeah.
told us he was out somewhere else, and I was also just about to go live on Twitch. I
Yeah,
won't.
because
I
like
won't plug
normally
myself
we
here.
don't. Normally, most of the time we don't record on Saturdays because like I give him time to stream because because
Yeah,
like this
I
is
do stream on Twitch. If you want myself, you are completely free to link me down in below, but I don't really care.
to what?
Link to my Twitch, but
Uh,
I
I mean,
honestly don't
I
really
mean,
care.
yeah, like, well, I'll talk about this at the end, but I'll
Yeah,
talk a bit about it here. But yeah, we used to do a bunch of Twitch streaming. I used to be the Twitch streamer. Now it's just me.
yeah.
But yeah, let's continue on.
So
Episode 7. That was the PS5 versus Series X debate.
no,
This
no.
episode,
I think you talked about episode 9. We only went through episode 7 and 8. 7 was the puns. 8 was the
no,
right.
6 was the puns.
6 was the
What?
puns.
Yeah, I'm literally. I have these episodes pulled up on the
Okay.
side, so you can't deny with me,
Uh,
But yeah,
like I said,
episode 7
I
is
have
the
pretty.
PS5 debate.
Oh yeah, wasn't that one where we edited the where we edited the picture to have like each of us be a different video game character or something like
No,
that?
that was episode 8 because.
Ah, yes.
But yeah, we put Mix as the PS5 because like I said, oh, if you don't come, I'll turn you into a PS5, and she's like, okay, okay, and we okay,
Uh,
and then yeah, I don't know why that video was like that video gained a lot of views fast. I don't know why, but
Probably because we were talking about the newest generation of consoles.
yeah, episode 8 is
Was that the video
we
game tier list?
no yo, it was history of Nintendo. I came up with it.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
that's right. Yeah, nothing really to add on that. It was just
Yeah,
history of Nintendo.
we didn't stream, but like there's gameplay in the background,
Yeah, that
cause
was recorded by myself.
yeah, and then we made me Luigi, what? Me
Luigi.
myself Link, I Waluigi, and
Wasn't
no,
Mix like one
yeah,
of the floating demons from Doom?
yeah. Like I uploaded one time on Twitter. She was gonna be Samus, but she didn't show up. So we're like, you know what? Boom.
You get to be a demon.
I mean that's kind of better. I mean, if you're saying that to me, Then
Yeah.
me would probably say, "Oh yeah, I can be a demon." Woo.
Yeah. And then episode 9.
But episode 9, I don't remember what we talked about, but
Yeah, I don't remember about episode 9 either. Should we just move on from it?
oh, it was like something about Black Friday. I remember, but
I think it was just one of the episodes where we needed, we, I guess, quote unquote, needed content. Although,
yeah,
arguably, we didn't
yeah.
need
Some
it
of
just
the
because of how
episodes
much
was like
we
filler
put in.
episodes, you know.
Yeah, filler, although we didn't really need it because of how much we were just producing at the time.
Episode 10 was the recap,
Yeah, and
basically.
I think episode 9, it was either episode 9 or 10, where I got
Uh,
my actual mic that I started using for a good portion of
well,
these episodes.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I think it was episode 10 where I used my new mic up until, yeah, just a couple episodes ago
But yeah,
when I got this
let's
current
go.
one.
Episode 10 was just the recap.
Yeah, just to recap, nothing too special about it. Episode 11.
It was just it was just I remember like the slogan from that was like "I do not eat souls." It
Oh,
was just
yeah.
like
It was one of the
it was just
ones
me
where,
rambling.
yeah, I was taking more of the lead. We were just all chatting. I
Oh,
think it was like
no,
one of
I
those.
was the one rambling, but
Yeah,
yeah, it was just and most of these episodes is just me rambling about stuff, you know.
yeah, but it does get more organized as we get later on.
Episode 12, we had audio issues with that episode. That one
Oh,
had mixed on
yes.
again with
Episode 12.
the
Uh,
ukulele.
yeah, that was a fun episode to record.
The anime squad episode.
Yeah.
But before we were doing that was recorded using what's it called? Our faces. Me had the idea of, oh yeah, let's just use our faces. It was a video chat or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, episode 13 was the one about the houses,
Ah,
remember?
yes,
We
the
were
house tour, where we ended up talking about, like, claiming parts of the house to eat.
no,
Like,
but it's like no,
me
we
would
were
get the
talking about how
chandeliers, myself would get, like, this room. I would get this section.
yeah, we basically talked about over expensive houses because
Yeah,
uh
like, multi-million dollar houses.
yeah, it's
Like,
it's
I think one of them was a $55 million house.
I don't know even.
Uh, episode 14.
That was like cuz like 14 was like we talked about we were like rambling about FNAF, remember?
Ah, yes. Didn't we, like, just dissolve into, like, singing FNAF lyrics of FNAF
Yeah,
songs?
it's like yeah, and then the next episode is basically the same thing.
Yeah, those were some wild episodes.
And episode 17 was when we had our new logo, our temporary logo.
Wait, wasn't it? Are we on episode 16?
16 was the Christmas special. I was on it because
Oh, yeah.
like I was trying to get you on for like I was like, yo, come on guys, and then you guys were like, nah. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I
yo,
know.
I was like messaging everybody. I was like, yo, come on, come on,
Yeah.
come on.
I
I was
really,
gonna have just like a guest on that episode of me,
I
like
really
nobody
wanted,
was available.
I really wanted to go on to that episode, but because of how I celebrate Christmas, That takes up
Yeah,
my entire Christmas day, so no matter what, I couldn't get on.
yeah, but we ended up releasing released episode 16 uh like 28 or something, the December 28th. But the funny thing is the episode 15 was on Christmas. I
Wow.
deliberately did that, so it's like so it's something to fall back on. It's like
Yeah. So episode 17.
17 was our first. It was the New Year special. It was transition. Some of you it will appear for. It will appear January 1st, but we recorded that December 31st.
Yeah.
But
I,
yeah, episode 18 is what. But yeah, episode 17 was our introduction of our temporary logo that I do. It was meant to phase out Mix because like you know what, Mix isn't joining us, so
yeah,
you
because
know.
I think at that point we had already like completely removed Mix from the MMI group just because of how
uh,
little Mix showed up for actual episodes.
I mean, if Mix is watching this, we'll add you back if you want, whatever.
But you gotta
Uh,
be here when we
you
need you to for episode recordings.
Jeez, don't be mad. Why are you so pissed off about this? Yeah, be here for the episode. I mean, most of the time really didn't matter. It's like if
It
we
didn't
could,
really matter, but just how long we spent waiting and waiting
yeah. I remember
and
one time,
waiting.
we were playing. We annoyed Mix so much that she was like she went on basically to give context to this because if you hear what I was gonna say, you're gonna be, huh? Yeah, that's kind of, huh? But yeah, basically we were like doing a contest to see, because this was when Discord added the ring feature. It's like we were ringing her and then we
Oh,
had a timer, and then we wanted to see how fast it would take her to pick up. And she finally picked up. She's like, "What do you want? I'm at dinner with my parents." And I'm like,
yeah, I
like
remember that.
just like pissed off.
Yeah, like didn't we even start taking bets on how fast she would decline
Yeah,
it?
it's like oh, because like she would decline it, she wouldn't let it ring, or she was getting the calls. Like her phone was probably blown up with
Yeah,
calls,
but it was just so funny.
but yeah, we would play the game to who gets closer. It would
Yeah,
be, oh, is it? Would you? It's like, oh, I guess under 10 seconds. Oh, I guess more than 30 seconds.
although
Yeah,
more than 30 seconds would be physically
yeah.
impossible.
No, more than 30 seconds means she doesn't pick up, and she just ignores it.
Yeah,
That's,
uh,
but yeah,
episode. What episode are we on now? We're talking about
18.
18?
18 was like just the when Justin first came on. That
Oh,
was pretty
yes.
cool.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good episode, wasn't it? Like me, you, I, and Justin, and we were all just kind of chatting and asking questions.
Yeah, that stream that got plugged very heavily, so it got a lot of views, but not enough views to be considered in our top 5 episodes or top whatever episode.
Yeah,
Probably no, it's probably is in our top 5 episodes, but it didn't get as much as like some episodes. But yeah,
episode
basically
19.
it was like news because like we got way too political at that episode. It's like
For episode 19 or
no,
18?
episode 18 it was got political,
Yeah,
but
so
actual political, not like oh ha 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 funny political, but
yeah, I know a couple of our episodes have gone like a little bit political, or in some directions similar to that. Episode 19 now, if I'm
I
correct.
think that was like about managing stress or something. But yeah, that was Robot Eye.
Ah, yes,
But
Robot Eye.
That
That
was like
one episode
ah,
gag.
that wasn't a gag. That was just oh, I'm gonna make an episode robot eye. It's like oh,
Yeah, it
like
was. It
no
messed
one
with
told
the.
him to do that.
Yeah, it messed with balancing the audio beforehand so much.
Cause like I'm pretty sure he used what's it called voice
Voice mod. He used voice mod for
yeah
his voice changer.
yeah a voice changer. I was like thinking of the word. I was like voice what? But yeah, it's
Yeah,
like I don't know why he did that, but he just came on. And like, I don't know why it became a thing, but because like robot eye is like what's the point of that? It's like
I honestly have no idea as well.
yeah, I don't know what's up with robot eye.
And then we have episode 20. Another recap.
Yeah, 20 was the recap.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure Justin was on it, or was that a different episode?
no, I think Justin was on a different episode. Because yeah, by now I guess if you haven't figured it out, every 10 episodes we try and do a recap on the last 10. So yeah, nothing too special about episode 20. It's just like episode 10, but some more experience.
But yeah, we tried to be like we tried to be like professional there. So
Yeah, we
on
were trying to be
episode 20,
professional. I don't think that worked out. But
but yeah,
episode 21. Which one was that? What did we do for that episode? And so if there's lots of pauses,
I mean not lots of pauses. I was like
or some long pauses where we both just go silent, it's probably
it
because
was just us just talking about whatever.
yeah, another fill episode.
Then 22 was the Doom interview.
Yes, I I think I asked most of the questions since I had the best connection to Doom.
And I disconnected in the middle of that call. I don't know how or why, but
Didn't he like announce it?
and I what?
Didn't I announce when he left?
No, I was the one who disconnected.
Oh yeah, I remember. We just kept on going until eventually ending it shortly thereafter.
No, I went. No, I shortly thereafter. No, that was like I disconnected like basically like half an hour into it. Shortly thereafter, that's no.
Well, how long was that episode?
Oh, that was 55 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, we still after you disconnected, we still went on for like another 20 minutes.
Oh, episode 23 was the one with Justin again.
Yeah, and this time I think we tried to be a little more professional.
But yeah, we just didn't have any ideas. We just did news time and stuff. We
Yeah,
were like scrambling Google. We were like,
yeah,
we we were like, what news? What episode 20?
24.
Yeah, 24 was the 420 episode.
Ah, yes, and
Uh,
25.
25 was the internet episode. Remember the Kappa episode and stuff?
Oh yeah, that's right. I was yeah like Kappa. What which one was it? Yeah, YouTube/YouTube Kids. That entire debate.
And the episode, yeah, episode. The episode 25 was like our like we came back after a couple months, which
Yeah, just because we had like no idea as what to do.
but
And
mostly.
we couldn't really find time to record for those. Just
Yeah,
honestly forget the reason why.
26 was basically the recap of our first meetup. We have footage of that, but I don't know,
Oh
man.
yeah, that.
And our new logo.
Yeah, and the introduction of a new logo, which we're currently using, done by the beautiful artist. Thank you.
Beautiful, huh? Huh? Huh?
Alright, episode
That's kind of
27.
that was like talking about games and stuff, and I was like, I don't know what was fun, but I could barely talk throughout it. It's like,
Yeah, that episode was just. I
the
don't.
audio was like,
Audio wasn't too. I think. Yeah, audio wasn't too good.
the audio just kept pausing. It's like, what's up, guys? It's like,
Yeah, and I think I do have the reason for that. And then we have this episode, episode 28, a 1 year anniversary. We're
yeah,
currently recording it, slash, you are currently watching it, so nothing too special about that one, other than 1 year.
kind of sussy. Nah, I'm just letting my inner eye come out. Oh, sussy
So,
buckas, oh,
yeah.
imposter, imposter.
No, that would be I's younger brother, Macaroni.
No, this is macaroni. Hey, you want to play Among Us with us?
Yes. Now I remember.
Because when we went to his house, right? Uh, episode 26. Uh,
Yeah,
when we went to
we
his
do
house,
talk about that in episode
uh,
26.
no, but like, he was like talking about Among Us because like he has like three Among Us plushies, probably two, but yeah, he has like a bunch of Among Us plushies, and I just said to me, I was like, oh yeah, look at the sussy bucket, and then Macaroni just
Macaroni
comes out
went
of nowhere. He's like,
crazy.
oh, is that oh you said Among Us? Who's the imposter? Who's the imposter? Who should we vote out? It's like
Yeah. Like, that was just wild. Also,
I'm
that
like,
reminds me, wasn't there an episode where I go on a bit of a rant about ADHD? Forget what episode that was.
yeah. But yeah, this he's like, oh, sassy podcast. Look at him.
Yeah. Like,
But yeah, and his sister baked a cake.
an Among Us
Like
cake.
no, like they did it They did it ironically, 'cause, like
Yeah.
that's what edgy teens do.
S- I guess now we've talked about the episodes over. Let's talk about how we evolve, both in terms of, well, one, the equipment that we are using and how that's changed, and how we've just evolved in terms of, I guess, our recording styles, and other stuff like that. Like a recording style, or dynamic, some problems that we've later fixed.
I mean, probably one of our biggest changes is getting me to record them.
Yeah, I know I started taking, I know I started recording it, which on some episodes, that was some of the stuff that happened, like the audio glitching and some stuff like that. That slash the audio not quite being balanced right. That was all my fault because I was still getting used to recording.
But yeah, and also we got new equipment.
Yes. Like, I don't think I has changed his equipment at all. It's only just been us that's changed our equipment.
I still use the same Skull Candy headphones, but I got a new mic
Yeah.
because my old mic was basically not a microphone. It had a microphone. It was a PlayStation Eye webcam, but
Oh yes, I
like
remember that.
and I switched I switched locations. I used to record them in my closet. Now I just record them on an actual desk.
Yeah, and for me, I know I've gone through. I think I've gone through the most changes in terms of equipment throughout all of this. Because yeah, I used to record on a laptop using my old headset, and then I got then when the microphone broke, I started using a actual desktop mic. It was like a cheap $20 one that I bought off Amazon at
An
work.
RGB one.
Yes, an RGB one. So
Yeah, like you know it's bad if it has RGB. It's like oh, whoa, they gotta add something else. It's like
yeah, that was just because it was the only one that I really could buy that would work. So that started dying here a little while ago. Oh, but that was after I got my new headset. But during the time when I was using my desktop mic, I upgraded to having an actual tower as opposed to recording off of a laptop. Because once I got my tower, that's when I started to take over recording. Albeit I was running Win 7 Ultimate and it was like a Gen 2 of PC, so still using like DDR2 RAM. I've now got that upgraded to a new gen PC, but I'm still using my old graphics card.
yeah, I got him to upgrade to Windows 10, like
Yeah, I'm now
actual Windows 10.
I'm now running Win 10 Pro. Oh, so recording's been much easier. I've gone from one monitor, uh, quote unquote monitor, it's like an old small TV, to now having two monitors. And then after that, once my once my headphones, since at the time I was still using my old headset, just because the headphones still worked, that started to break, so the audio wasn't coming out as clearly for me. So that made balancing a nightmare. So once I got that temporarily fixed, as I was at a thrift store one day, I found my new headset, which I've been absolutely loving because it is so comfortable. And the mic that you're currently hearing me talk through is the mic that's on the headset, which is much better than my old mic.
Oh, yeah, I gotta mention that the mic.
uh, you alright there, myself? Oh no.
Snowball.
Alright, so hey,
I
before you speak myself, for a bit of context for you watching, the reason why I said oh no is because, well, myself accidentally left, and when he came back, as he was speaking, it he no sound was being transmitted through, well, at least for me. Now I believe I can hear myself again.
Yeah, but the mic I'm using right now is the blue Snowball Ice in black. Not like
Yeah, the blue snowball. I heard those are quite good, along with the blue yetis.
Aries are better, but
Take what you can get.
yeah.
So yeah, that's about, well, upgrades on the gear that we've done. Let's now talk about how we've changed, like us, how we've changed during this year in terms of recording style and other little nicks and knacks like that.
Um, I mean, uh, like if like I was here, he would have something to like add to this, but I
He,
mean,
he can't be here, which is sad.
but yeah,
Yeah, so for the first couple of episodes when it was like all of us talking, we would be constantly talking over ourselves, slash
yeah,
con- constantly taking it off
yep.
topic. And now,
So did you hear about the new ecstasy mod? Basically, it's a pen. You put ecstasy in it, and you can vape ecstasy, which is crazy.
yeah, like that. But now, what we've done naturally, as we've gotten more experience slash more used to the flow of a podcast, we've stopped talking over each other, and we've been keeping our episodes mostly on track. Although there are the occasional times where we do still talk over each other, and it does get a bit off topic, but you can't really expect anything else.
But yeah, it's just off topic, more like off not topic. Oh my god! Oh my god!
And another thing
Yeah.
that's changed, sorry about that myself, you can continue.
No, no, no. You can talk.
Yeah. Another thing that's changed is I want to say we've gotten more comfortable with recording. So if we aren't like constantly nervous, we're getting into the flow a lot easier.
Yep.
But well, I've got nothing to add about changes that we've made personally due to
I
the
mean,
style and other little nitbits like that.
how would you talk on behalf of someone else?
You
Like
can't.
exactly. That's that.
So do you have anything to add about how we've naturally evolved with our recording process, slash us in general, when we're recording?
I think it's just we're starting to slow down on episodes, because like instead of like recording 6 episodes at once or 6 episodes in a week, we were slowing that down.
Yeah, but well, that leads us right into what I wanted to talk about because yeah, we just pumped out a lot of content back when we started because we had no idea where we were going. So we just pumped out stuff. And that led us to become burnt out very quickly. And also, that's the reason why our recording slash upload schedule has been so inconsistent, is because we've been burnt out. So now, going into after this year, we do have lots of episodes planned and lined up. We're just gonna space them out more accordingly, so it's gonna be like 1 or 2 episodes a month instead of like 6 episodes this month and then no episodes for the next 5 months or something like that.
We're gonna have a Halloween episode for
Yes,
sure.
100%. It's gonna be a Halloween special, and it's not gonna be me reading a creepypasta.
We're still deciding on that. We're still
Yeah,
deciding. So you basically can't say anything.
yeah.
We we basically can't say anything.
So yeah, but now moving on to the problems that we've later fixed for the podcast.
Oh yeah, obviously we gotta get the first two out of the way. We got rid of the worst people on the episode, Mix and I. Oh my god, sheesh. I'm joking.
well, mixed, well, mixed and I, they don't really when they when Mix was on, and since I still with us, obviously they
Not trying to be offensive, not trying to
yeah,
be offensive,
not
guys,
trying to
but
throw shade or
Mix
anything.
Mix is basically the female version of I.
Yeah, the
Basically,
most episodes would be just me and myself talking with I adding in like an okay, yeah,
like
like
making random remarks or just forgetting what we're talking about.
yeah, and similarly with Mix, but I was at least a little bit more talkative. We've talked to I about it heavily, and it's starting to go in the right direction.
Not
Uh,
really, no, I'm joking.
not really. It's like like 3 steps forward, 1 step back, kind of thing.
Maybe we'll just get macaroni instead of I.
Yeah, no,
We'll just get macaroni on. He seems like an interesting person.
no,
Oh, you hear about the new Among Us update? They added the blue imposter and the red imposter. And the extra
no.
sauce.
But yeah, I've definitely been paying more attention and has become more active in episodes, but there's still quite a bit of progress that needs to be made. Well, for all of us in general. And another one of the problems that we do have that we have had and still do have on a regular basis, but not to as much of an extent right now, is pausing. Since, yeah, I just went through two examples there of short pauses. We do still let the episode go quiet sometimes because, well, one, we're trying to kill top, um, aim to get longer episodes, and two, because we've just run out of things to talk about. Out slash are thinking of things to talk about. Got anything else to add to that myself?
Uh, not really, but nothing.
Uh, One of the other problems that we do still have, but to a much less extent, as mentioned before, uh, is talking over each other slash off topicness. We've already addressed those two problems, and we still got a lot to learn about recording. We're not the best yet at it, but we're not the absolute worst. We're still learning. Uh, That's about all the problems I can think of got that we've fixed slash are fixing. Do you have anything else, myself?
Uh, not really, to be honest, cause I I'm joking, but yeah, I want to say that these smaller episodes are like more awkward to do since it's like there's not as much chaos,
Yeah, when it's just us two, it's lacking that certain element that I brings that makes the episodes more interesting to record slash more fun to record. I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's just most of the problems. One of the problems that that we are going to fix here really soon, so that we've already talked about it, is our scheduling of episodes. Because yeah,
Yep.
we're trying to schedule it in such a way so we have at least a little bit, so we're good for a couple of months. So that also gives us a couple of months to refresh that list for the next couple of months. So we hopefully don't get burnt out.
Yeah.
And just as timing of our recordings, we do try and record when we do have ideas on a regular basis, but I don't want to throw shade at but at the same time, I'm also throwing a bit of shade at
Yep.
It's normally him that stops us from recording at the time that we want.
Yeah, 'cause, he just tells us he doesn't tell us in the morning. He just tells us last minute. Cause
Yeah, like even when we wanted to try and record this the other day, it was Thursday, the 21st, I believe. When so for a bit of context, me and myself, we were in a call trying to get Ion here so we could record. And since I told myself that he was free, and then
yeah, he told us. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm free Thursday, but Friday I might not be."
and
Friday
then
we were yeah, we could. Like Friday's okay, but Friday's like, oh yeah, we don't have to do Friday because we're gonna record on. We might, but we're gonna do Friday because we're gonna record on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. But I was busy on Thursday, but my schedule got freed, right? So I was like, hey, I want to record today because I said he was not busy today. And
and
turns out
and
he
I
never
go on. Sorry.
he never came on. Hmm?
Yeah, like for also that when we finally were about going to record, well, not be it was a combination of I and me, but mostly I because as I said before, I was about to go live at that time. But then again, it was also quite late. I was telling myself, if I said he's free to record, then either let us know what he's doing that makes him unavailable now, or get on here and record.
Yeah, cause like
Like we didn't
it's
get,
like if he had an excuse, we would have basically let him off. But he basically did not have an excuse. He
yeah,
was online on Discord, like
yeah,
he was making mods or something, you know.
yeah. He was working on the FNF mod. I won't say anything about it until it comes out. Don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, like, and we didn't even get, he didn't even tell us anything until I want to say like after we've already been in the call for like 2.5 hours. Like
He's like, oh yeah,
his dad needed help with something, so even if something could wait, he had to go and do that. Then after we expected that to be done after about like
it's
another
like
hour and a half.
I basically has barely a bedtime. Like he might have one, but most of the time when I call him at 12 o'clock, he answers.
Yeah, he was. I just didn't even tell us what he was doing that made him unavailable. He just left us in the dark, which did annoy me to a very great extent. So, myself, you got anything else to add about like scheduling and timing and everything?
Any other shade to throw at I? Yeah, that's what you should have said, but yeah. Uh, With like with like I and Mix, it's like always like a random guess when they're gonna show random guess when they're gonna show up now. I
Yeah,
mean, but
exactly.
past Mix was always a random guess. But
Seems like I's become even more as a random guess now than he was back when we started.
yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, but
But we do have quite a few episodes planned, so be on the lookout for those. They will be coming. Not in like not like one per day for the next 6 days. Not like that. But if I've got nothing else to really add to this episode in general.
yeah, I have nothing else either. So
Yes, here would be a good place to end it.
yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe, add us on Spotify, follow us on Spotify, or do whatever on streaming services. And
Because we do have a sponsor, Anchor, which allows us to distribute to every platform, not just YouTube.
oh, and with Anchor, we now have what's the thing called? But yeah, we have basically the option for you to give us like a small donation, and we bring you episodes, kind of like Patreon. We'll shout you out, you know. I
Yeah,
guess shout out for me. Uh,
yeah,
uh,
yeah. We also have some specials planned, like sub goals. Like I believe 100 subs, we'll do a live Q&A, if I
yep.
remember. And then
One
was it?
million, 1 million, no, negative a million subscribers. No, was
What?
it 10 million subscribers?
I'm not quite
10.
sure, but I think.
I'll be giving away myself.
But I've also, if I remember, I believe it was at like 1,000 or 500,000. We'll be doing a face reveal.
Yeah, maybe, or
But
one of those things
that's
of
up to
vlog
how what we
or
decide
something.
when we get closer to that point. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing else really left to cover unless you got something to add to myself.
Nope, I do not.
So I guess until next time, this has been the MMI podcast. I've been your host, me.
And I'm myself, and yeah, see you.
We'll be seeing you next time.